How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my modern Hammer Blu-rays and Blu-ray and DVDs. Hammer in the early 1980s unfortunately went out of business, but luckily for us, they came back and they started making movies again starting in 2008, which is, I guess, something I have to address first. I'm in America, and their first film, Beyond the Rave, was never released in America, and British copies of the film, which I wouldn't be able to play anyway, not having a Region 2 player, they go for quite expensive down here, so Beyond the Rave is not in my collection because I'm in America. I heard it wasn't very good, but I still would like to see it, and I would like to have a complete collection. But that being said, that's the one that's not here. All the others are. Starting with Wakewood, 2009. Wakewood, you get a family. Their daughter died, and they moved to a small town, and their small town says, hey, if you agree to join our town forever, and if your daughter's been dead less than a year, we can bring her back for 3 days to help you guys get some closure. Now, their daughter's been dead for just a little bit more than a year, and what harm would just a slight lie have? I mean, this isn't going to even work anyway, right? A lot of people say this is like Pet Sematary, and the concept is similar, but that's like saying all slashers or all exorcism movies or all haunted houses are the same. It's a similar concept to Pet Sematary, but other than that, it does its own thing. It's pretty good. Show you guys the disc really quick. There it is. This one, I had a hard time finding it, and then once I did, it seemed like I saw it everywhere. So, but anyway, it's really good. It's on Prime right now, and I think most, if not all, the modern Hammer movies are actually on Amazon Prime. So, if anything sounds good and you have Amazon Prime, I'd recommend checking it out. But yeah, that's our first film right there, Wakewood. Up next, we have Let Me In. This is a remake of Let the Right One In, and is about a young vampire, and I think it's like an apartment complex, and a young boy that kind of discovers her secret. Now, if you look on the front, the best American horror film in the last 20 years, Stephen King. Well, Hammer's a British production company, but this is the director of Cloverfield, Matt Reeves, so American-British co-production. But anyway, it's actually a pretty good remake. I don't think I ever saw the original, though, so sometime on the channel I need to go back and watch both of them and compare and say which one's better and what got what right. And it is based on a book too, John Vin Lindquist. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, this is actually a outer case, and you can slide it up, and then it's just her, and really black things reflect a lot on my camera, so you probably see a lot of my reflection there. And then on the inside, you get the disc, which I reflect even better in, and you get the comic book, Dark Horse, Let Me In, 1 of 4, so it's not a complete comic book, Crossroads, and flip through that. The art's pretty good. Maybe I'll pick this thing up if I can find it. And then you also get the digital code, which I'm not going to show you guys, even though it's most definitely expired. Put those things back in, close it up, and we're going to move on to the next one. Up next we have The Resident. That one was, Let Me In was 2010, by the way. Resident is 2011. This is Hilary Swank, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. She moves into an apartment complex, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan's a landlord, and of course you can tell from the cover he's up to something creepy. And again, same shiny disc, same me in the reflection. This is it's pretty good. It's not the best. I have a full review on the channel, so if you're curious about that, you can go check out the review. Up next, we get the movie Modern Hammer is most famous for, Woman in Black with Daniel Radcliffe in it. This is, yeah, by far the best of all these movies. I really liked Woman in Black. There's the DVD, the spine, the back, and keeping in the style, the shiny disc. But yeah, this is the one they're most famous for. Daniel Radcliffe has to go to this house. There's a bunch of haunted, spooky stuff in the house. It's a really good haunted house movie based on the novel by, was it Susan Hill, right? Yeah, Susan Hill. And it's really cool. And like the house, like there's a flooding thing where it becomes an island at night, so you can't leave. And I think this is one of those where you can't scream or something. Really cool ghost story. Cool ghost lady in the picture there. The Woman in Black. I liked it. It was really, really good. And I think this is also streaming on Prime. Then after that in 2014, The Quiet Ones. There's a woman who's haunted, and the professor there thinks if he can figure it out, he can kind of solve all hauntings, that it's more like a psychological problem, a buildup of negative energies. This is really good. The Resident and The Quiet Ones I have reviews for on my channel, so full opinions you can find there. And the back, it's the girl who's haunted, and the characters on the bottom. Yeah, the main character. Oh, this one is a picture on the disc. You can see it's a former rental. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and the main guy, he's filming, so you get like a little bit of found footage elements when it jumps into his camera. That's unique. And then lastly, also from 2014, you get Woman in Black 2, Angel of Death. It's one of those cases for a sequel where it's not near as good as the first. I thought it was still okay. I mean, I don't remember much about it. I haven't seen it since it came out in the theaters. I need to rewatch this. But yeah, I remember it's during the war, and is all these kids that are being kept away from the war, and they're hiding them in the ghost house. So yeah, lady and a bunch of kids, I think a soldier comes up, and yeah, it's cool. I remember something about a airfield at the end. I need to rewatch this. It wasn't as good as the first, but it was fine. I mean, to be honest though, the thing that bugs me the most is when you look at these modern Hammer spines, you get these little silhouetted pictures, and then the Woman in Black, you get the Fox logo, and she's down there at the bottom. I'm like, no, your theme is there's supposed to be black spines with silhouetted pictures of the characters, but oh well, whatever. Anyway, Hammer's got more movies coming out. February the 7th is this movie called The Lodge, which is supposed to be pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably do a solo review for that. February 7th, The Lodge. And then they're making another Abominable Snowman movie. That's a remake of one of their older ones. Scream Factory release for it came out quite recently. And then they're doing another Quatermass movie. Quatermass is a Hammer sci-fi. The first one in the States was known as the Creeping Unknown, I believe. But Hammer made 3 Quatermass movies, and there's a bunch of other ones, and it's cool to see them returning to 2 of the movies that they already had, and kind of seeing what a modern remake would be, because I think those are actually some of their older movies. Although that being said, I would like to see, Dracula AD 2025. That'd be kind of fun. Have to recast, but still, I'd watch it. Oh, and there's also a movie called Shomer, which might be them. I'm just kind of looking through the producers' upcoming things on IMDb, and one of the producers that produced all the other Modern Hammers has a movie called Shomer, so I'm betting that's also going to be a Hammer movie. So 4 new ones are coming, one of them in February. I think people in England already have The Lodge, and people who have seen the festival circuits already have seen it, but not for us until February 7th, and when that comes out I will do a full review on that. Anyway, that's my Modern Hammer. All really cool movies, and most of them are on Prime right now, so I'd recommend checking them out. Anyway, have a good day. See you guys later.